Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Skyrim.
That ghost.
And
It was over by the barrows.
That thing's evil, Linley. I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
okay. Anyway, we are back in Skyrim and we're heading up to talk to the Greybeards because I finally decided it's time to quit putting it off. And you can see we have a new follower. Say hello to Arendor, who has agreed to join us in our adventures. I sent Lydia home to Whiterun. She didn't seem too disappointed by that. I'm wondering, I think she might have been a little bit tired of following us around. Who knows? But now we have Grandma Shirley, we have Inigo, and we have Arendor, and of course we still have Blizzard the kitten. This is a cute little town. Although, can you really call it a town? It's more like a pit stop. Not even sure you can call it a hamlet. There's like half a dozen buildings here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about a half a dozen buildings. One of them's the inn. One of them's the sawmill. A couple of them are houses. And that over there, I'm not even sure what that is. I don't think it's a house. It might be. Alright, let's head up. We have to go up a million stairs. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all of Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true need. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Alright, we have to remember to read all those on the way up. I find them rather interesting.
Let's go, my friend.
Nice work.
Let's see. Oh, and I did a little crafting. I had all these pelts and stuff. I crafted them into leather. I made her some proper bags. She can now carry 750 pounds. I gave the old bags, I split them between Inigo and Grandma Shirley, gave them extra carry weight. I even made a couple of things for Mr. Arendor, so he can carry a little extra weight. Plus, he has the added benefit of having some pretty cool looking potion bottles on his belt. And, yes, I gave Mr. Arendor the mage's robe and helm that I found. So, he's well equipped. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. I don't want to miss any of these shrines. Hello? Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then, and had no voice.
What to do?
Depressing.
Alright. Might as well get the free pelts. We could use them. Oh, that's a nice wolf pelt. Nice.
Ready.
Huh, I see the wolf coming. It's gonna have to wait for me to get this stuff.
Never mess with Grandma.
No, don't mess with Grandma. Grab that. Going. Hey, I haven't seen another one yet. Oh, there it is. Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts.
Here we go again.
What we got?
Play dead.
Nice work.
What'd y'all kill? Where? This over here? Yep, it's another ice wolf. It had 3 gold on it. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out where these animals are carrying gold at, unless they ate somebody's pocketbook. Oh, that's probably a pretty steep fall. Somebody else has come up, at least thus far. Alright, we'll wait our turn here.
Legs, stop complaining. Only another 3,500 steps to go.
I really don't want to disturb them, but I want to read that. There we go. Kind called on Perthernats, who pitied men. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged. Dragon against tongue. Well, we managed to do that without disturbing her. I think that's a her. Gotta be cold and just that. Got your legs and arms uncovered. Well, then I can't say much. She has her arms uncovered too.
Smelly troll.
Yeah, I kind of thought.
You smell like dung.
Well, that worked out pretty well. That worked out pretty well indeed. We'll take that.
Have you
Erendur is pretty handy so far.
By ear.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. Okay, Inigo. Excuse me, get out of my way. after I got Arendor, and I think this was just a coincidence, but I talked to somebody and ended up with a quest to talk to the Dawn's Guard. So I'll have to see about that at some point. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Ooh, I wonder what's down there. It's some sort of barrow. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcalder began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Let me see, which direction are we facing? Are we seeing Bleak Falls Barrow all the way from here? I think that is. I think that's Bleak Falls Barrows. Okay. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. So was he the first Greybeard then? There it is, the home of the Greybeards. For years, all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septon, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. So he was the first
Congratulations,
Dragonborn.
friends. You did it. You too, Feet. You performed well.
He's so cute. He's congratulating himself for making it up to the top of the steps. There's nothing in that chest. Open High Hrothgar. We have made it here. And as you can see, all the Greybeards are coming out to greet us.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
You call me a Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Demonstrate your unrelenting shout.
Shout at us. Let us taste of Dragonborn. It is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Who are you? What is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
I'm answering your summons, Master.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
What is my destiny?
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thu'um, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thu'um more sharply. Ro.
Okay. Balance.
You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock it through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Okay.
Let us see how quickly you can master your new thu'um.
Demonstrate your unrelenting.
Unrelenting force shout. Strike the targets as they appear.
Best you can do.
Use both words if you can.
Alright, how do I use both words?
Together they will make the shout more powerful.
Ah. Hold Z. Huh, Grandma's Charlie's meditating in the middle of all this.
Well done. Again.
Oops.
Oh, sorry, Inigo.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Don't be so mean.
Sorry, Grandma Shirley.
Impressive. Your thu'um is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. Master Bori. And these guys, I think, don't talk. Only the one that's been doing all the talking actually speak. The rest of them are silent.
I see that you have already begun to learn the whirlwind sprint shout. Master Bori will teach you Na, fury, the second word of whirlwind sprint. No.
Okay.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thu'um. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you with an wound. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new word.
Alright. So, we need sweat from unrelenting force to whirlwind sprint.
Hrothgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Okay.
Master Bori. X. Wood. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okay.
X.
Woo! Alright.
Your quick mastery of a new thu'um is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I thought that it was this easy for everyone.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jörgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn of this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Thank you, Master. I will continue my training.
Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
Why are the shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
There are only 4 of you.
5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
And who is Jörgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jörgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
I will try to follow the way of the voice.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Well, thank you, sir.
Breath and focus.
Look at Grandma Shirley. Oh, she stood up before I could get a screenshot. But she sat there the whole time meditating. That was interesting. So, that is the way up to the top, which we cannot get to yet. Before we can, we have to go retrieve a horn, which I have not figured that part out yet. But that is fine. We'll figure it out. For now, we're going to head back down to that village, because I know that they need some help. And having a mage around, as I predicted, is definitely turning out to be pretty handy. He's pretty quick with his ranged attack. He's got a nice fire attack. And that must be the guy that they were talking about. So I guess technically he truly is the first Greybeard. He became master of the voice. And perhaps, see, I should go ahead for the moment and switch back to my unrelenting force. So if we get into any big fights, I have it ready. We now have 2 words of that, so it should be a little more powerful. Wonder if I can use it to knock dragons out of the sky. Now that might be handy, considering the stinkers like to hover above us and breathe fire. If I can knock them down a peg and get them on the ground, well, that would be easier to fight, right? At least that's the way I'm thinking. What a beautiful place. Look at those mountains over there. Skyrim is definitely a very mountainous region. The Nords are assuredly a sturdy bunch. Am I going the right way? Kind of. I mean, I could have done that better. I think this is where we killed that troll. Yep, right there. Yes, very, very mountainous. Very jagged mountains, too. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. Okay, enough being a tourist. We could be a tourist later. I think I got all these snowberries. I'm still kind of pleased with how the crafting went. I'm also kind of shocked that she can carry around 750 pounds. She's not a very big person. 750 pounds is a lot. I'm just going to sit here and assume that because she has dragon blood, she also has some extra strength as a result. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Otherwise, it's just not going to make sense. I think, yeah. I was going to say, we searched this. Well, if I had waited a half a second, I would have seen it said empty on it. Ah, stairs are here. Can you imagine actually making a pilgrimage of all these steps in this freezing cold? Empty, empty. Yep. Just thinking about it makes me shiver. I'm in Inigo's camp. It's cold. I'm not sure that going to his homeland where it's very, very dry, arid, and hot is any better, but maybe. I mean, I grew up in, well, wet, humid, and hot. Very different animals. So I guess if I could handle that, I could handle a dry heat too. Oh look, we've caught up with this guy. Hello. Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Okay.
Until next time.
Well, thank you for stopping to speak to a complete stranger. Appreciate that. Nico's going, I'm going that way. Or is that a sheep? I'm not sure which it is. I think it's a goat. Mountain goat. Well, luckily for them, I'm not after them. Ah, here we are, back down in the little town. And it's raining, because of course it is. And like I said, I happen to know that they need a little help. Not gonna harvest their chicken's nest just yet. Open Felster Farm. We can actually go in there. There's the sawmill. There's the inn. And up there is some barrows. Which I happen to know we are going to need to go into. But, for now, we're going to head over to this little cottage here, where we can sleep for free. And next time, well, we'll help out the kind residents of this town. But until then, bye for now.